Up next on The Bottom Line, we'll talk with hometown hero Katie Ledecky, who once again swam into the history books with her performance at the World Swimming Championships. And we'll tell you about an innovative program to help veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. She may only just be learning to drive, but swimmer Katie Ledecky is an expert in the water. The young Bethesda resident has just returned from Barcelona, Spain, where she set 2 new world records and brought home 4 gold medals. There is no question she is a phenom of sorts, and we got some FaceTime with this country's top female distance swimmer. Wonderful to meet you. Congratulations on how well you did in Barcelona. And thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Yeah, this is awesome. Congratulations. You're just back from Barcelona. We see these 4 gold medals, and you smashed some world records while you were there. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
It was a blast. I had a lot of fun swimming multiple events for the team and just trying to do my best in all of them, and I exceeded all my expectations.
Is this your childhood pool? Is this where you got your start? So when did you start swimming?
I started swimming when I was 6 for the Palisades team, and I started with my brother, and we joined the swim team together, and it all came from there.
So when you first hit the water and tried out for the team for the first time, did they know there was something special about you?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I was pretty good when I was younger. I mean, I would win some mini-meet events and stuff. I qualified for Olympic trials when I was 14, I think, the year before Olympic trials, and after that it was just really committing to that goal of making the Olympic team.
It's really been only a year since you've really exploded onto the scene. Tell us what your highest point has been.
I guess London was definitely really big. This is the Olympic gold last year from the 800 free.
This young girl, she's the young one on the American team, 15 years of age, the youngest ever to win the longest race for women here.
What a phenomenal performance. Wow.
But I feel like my races in Barcelona matched that or exceeded that.
And it's turned into the spotlight on Katie Ledecky once again in her first World Swimming Championships. Blew away the field in the 800 in London in the Olympics and is running away with this one.
Definitely the world records were amazing and something I'll never ever forget. So this year has just been crazy fun and a lot of fun to share with everybody the experiences I've had. I mean, I've put in a lot of hard work. It's not really a surprise, but I definitely exceeded expectations that I had for myself.
Where does breaking 4 minutes rank among what you consider your greatest accomplishment?
Oh, by far, that's my greatest accomplishment.
You can honestly say that this is what you love to do.
Right, yeah, I was telling somebody the other day, it's really easy to wake up at 4 a.m. I mean, it's a lot of fun to be around my teammates. My teammates are great, and we push each other every day, and we just have a lot of fun doing it.
Now, you've done so well, and you, like we mentioned, you've broken records. Your times are phenomenal. The U.S. women's coach was even quoted as saying, "You're not normal." What do you think about that? I mean, how do you take that?
I take it as a compliment. It's just such an honor to be a part of a team with such great girls and guys, and we just have fun with what we do.
Heavy. Gold.
Yeah.
This is why they're called gold medals.
Do the little kids at the pool, I bet they idolize you here, don't they? Do you come and give pep talks to the swim team, or do you have any special relationships with the folks who are here at the pool?
I try to spend as much time as I can here, especially in August once I'm done with the meets. And yesterday I was playing basketball with a few of them in the water, and earlier in the year, as swim team was starting up, I came and helped teach some of the little kids. So I try to spend as much time here giving back, because this is where it all started.
And what would you say to a young girl or a young boy who wants to be just like you? What would you tell them?
Just to have fun with it and enjoy every moment in the water. If you feel like it's the thing for you, just stick with it and just enjoy it and try to find ways to improve in the water.
And another goal for Ledecky, who ends these World Swimming Championships perfect, 4 for 4.
Katie tells us she will not be going pro anytime soon. After high school, she plans on going to college to possibly become a doctor. There have been plenty of programs to address the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, but in this next segment, we are going to tell you about a unique program where puppies are casting a spell on veterans. The Warrior Canine Connection is located in Brookville, Maryland, and it's there where the healing for these vets begins. The bond between humans and dogs is undeniable. It's a connection that's been going strong for thousands of years. And it's that human-animal interaction that is the basis for the Warrior Canine Connection founded by Rick Yount, a social worker with 18 years of experience in animal-assisted therapy.
That's my ear. So I was focused as a social worker on what could be gained through the process of training these dogs. And in 2005, as part of my master's thesis, I came up with this concept of having wounded warriors and veterans who are needing treatment for post-traumatic stress, teaching them how to train service dogs for fellow veterans. So first and foremost, it's based on, let's tap into the warrior ethos, so that sense of helping other veterans, and then engage the warriors in that activity even while they're getting treatment, to give them that continued sense of purpose.
That purpose? To help veterans who have returned from the war zone heal. The Warrior Canine Connection program is specifically designed to reduce symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder in veterans who train the future service dogs of their fellow servicemen.
You know, what we want to do is find those who sometimes are resisting treatment because at the root of it, they don't feel like they deserve to feel better. You know, they're having guilt and you know, and all the things terrible things that can be brought home from war. But this is an approach where, hey, it's not about you, it's about the veteran who needs this dog trained. So it gives them that sense of purpose and giving back, which is so healing to many.
Marshall Peters is a Navy corpsman who served a tour of duty as a medic in a hospital in Kandahar, Afghanistan.
The kind of combat traumas, anything coming in off the field is what we treated and we cared for. So guys that were involved in very significant blast injuries and IED blasts, dismounted patrol blasts. So it was a lot of trauma that we saw, a lot of gore. That's it, buddy. Over here. Good boy. Hi. Very, very good.
You are sweet. After coming home, he was working at Walter Reed.
I worked with them at the National Intrepid Center of Excellence at Walter Reed.
And learned about the Warrior Canine Connection. He had what he describes as a light bulb moment and decided to get involved with the program. Right now, he is training Lundy, who has been living with him for the past 6 months.
Live by myself, single guy raising this, you know, service dog in training. So he's kind of, you know, he's my buddy, he's my best friend. So we every morning get up, breakfast, and we have our routine together. Go to work and work with the service members, and I spend almost every moment with them. So it's tremendous.
Peters told us when he returned from Afghanistan, the adjustment to civilian life was difficult. His relationship with Lundy has helped him leave that trauma behind.
Do you really see that this dog has helped you heal from your experience? Then training him has been sort of a gift.
Every day, yeah. Every day working with him, and every day I build a little more patience. Every day I get a little more out of my own, out of my own head, and going out with him, training, socialization especially, because I tend to not like to be out in crowds or in supermarkets or malls or crowded streets or anything, but you know, to train the dog the right way and make him, you know, the most he can be for the veteran he's placed with when he's a mobility service dog is kind of the mission, and it's closer to me than I can say.
Lundy is named after Peter's best friend and roommate who was killed in Afghanistan in 2011. It was that gesture that prompted the Warrior Canine Connection to name each of the 9 puppies in their latest litter after service members killed or wounded in action.
By naming the puppies after, you know, warriors, it really keeps us focused on our mission. Yeah. This isn't just all about soft, funny, you know, furry little puppies. This can be a life-saving intervention for service members coming back with post-traumatic stress and brain injuries. And life-changing assistance once they're fully trained and given to that veteran who needs them.
He's going to be a service dog for the Warrior Canine Connection.
This little fellow was named after U.S. Army Sergeant Derek McConnell, who lost both of his legs after an IED blast in Afghanistan in 2011.
Known for having quite a strong spirit, trying to help everybody else deal with his injuries, and just a remarkable young man that unfortunately, died while he was being treated and recovering.
Recently, Derek's family traveled from New Jersey to visit Derek the puppy and bond with their son's namesake. Yount says he believes the experience was a healing one for them.
My name is Katie Hearn, and I'm here with Leanne.
But veterans are not the only ones benefiting from the Warrior Canine Connection. The program enlists puppy petters, a job that requires no special skills, just a love for dogs.
We teach people how we want them to engage the puppies, how to pet them. So the consistency is really key, and also the consistency in the training. But having the diversity of multiple humans involved makes them really set up to be able to handle multiple trainers, because they've never met a stranger.
Friends have seen me coming over and doing it and posting pictures.
Melissa Viller and her 2 children have been coming to the Puppy Enrichment Center once a week this summer. They live in Haymarket, Virginia.
So it's kind of been a fun activity for us to do while on summer vacation, while the kids are also getting a lesson and learning to get back by helping socialize them with children, and that they would eventually be going on to their puppy parents and then on to a wounded soldier.
You're so good.
And others are given the opportunity to foster the puppies. Katie Hearn and her boyfriend came to the center to pick up Leanne.
Oh, you'll be a good girl.
These first-time parents, if you will.
Come on. Oh.
It's a lot like taking a baby home. We have shifts planned for the evening and who's going to take her out.
Drove off with their bundle of joy safely buckled in the back seat of their car. The puppies have legions of followers. A live puppy cam installed in the Puppy Enrichment Center has won the hearts of millions of watchers from 60 countries and put the Warrior Canine Connection on the map.
Puppy Cam has brought together a virtual community called Extreme Puppy Watchers. Wanted to come together and meet each other. So we had 170 Extreme Puppy Watchers drove in from 24 different states and had a potty, P-W-T-Y, here.
Yount knows he needs hard science to make the program available to all who want to take part in it. He and his staff have been working with researchers to develop protocols to understand how these dogs are helping the vets. But one thing he knows for sure, they are rebooting their emotional state.
One of our proposals was selected for funding to look at the neurobiology of the human-animal bond as it applies to the symptoms of post-traumatic stress, and looking at hormone level changes and stress chemistry and anti-stress chemical changes. Looking at oxytocin is certainly one hormone that's very interesting to us.
Come here, buddy.
And the idea of helping a fellow vet is what Marshall Peters says has given him a sense of purpose.
It's probably tough thinking about those things, but it's what's happening in the end here is a really good thing.
It is. It always was tough, thinking about it and talking about it. But the more that I, do these things with the program, the easier it becomes to kind of address my own issues and kind of whatever I can, however my story can relate and my experience to helping somebody else the way that the program helped me would be tremendous. It would mean a lot.
If you would like more information about this terrific program, visit their website at warriorcanineconnection.com. Well, that does it for this episode of The Bottom Line. I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.